heart, hustle, baseball. The game lives here. This is Pioneer League. Watch on Home Team Network.
Good afternoon and welcome to Dealer Park in Billings, Montana for Pioneer League Baseball. I'm Patrick Kelly, standing in for the voice of the Range Rider, Scott Gladstone, one last time before his triumphant return to the team, which will occur Tuesday in Great Falls. Well, going into last night's game, it had been a tightly contested series, with the difference being one big inning for the Mustangs. That was the difference Friday, and a narrow knockout round victory that went the way of Billings Thursday night. That all changed last night as Glacier thumped the Mustangs to the tune of an 18-11 W and a back-and-forth slugfest that included an impressive 4-for-6 night for Donovan Ratfield. Carson Horning had a solid performance, registering 3 hits, 2 walks, and a pair of RBI. But it was Tommy Rover who delivered the knockout punch with a towering 3-run homer in the 8th that left the Mustangs on the mat. So as we head into the final game of this 6-game series, we've played 3 close ball games. Each team has a victory of 5 or more runs, and the run differential favors the Range Riders 43-41. That's a long way of saying we expect another tightly contested ball game between these very evenly matched teams to decide if it'll be a series win for the Mustangs or a much sought-after series split. With that lengthy preamble out of the way, let's take a look at today's starting lineups. Actually, scratch that. The anthem snuck up on us, and we will step away for the singing of our national anthem and return with the starting lineups from Dealer Park.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
It's time for Billings Mustangs Baseball. Good afternoon from Dealer Park in Billings, Montana. I'm Brandon Januska. Your Billings Mustangs ready to wrap up this series against the Glacier Range Riders.
Welcome back to Dealer Park in Billings, Montana, as the Range Riders shoot for a series split on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. This would be a good time to take a look at those aforementioned starting lineups. For the Billings Mustangs, it'll be Cameron Bowen, who plays short. Charlie Muniz gets a day off from catching. He'll DH. Michael Soper over on third. Demias Jimerson in center field. He played a little bit of center field at the end of the game as Adam Kootway was removed with an injury, and Kootway not in the lineup today. First base will be Jack Naylor, who was absolutely mashed in his short time with the Billings Mustangs. Jacob Gutierrez in right field. Kyle Miklas will catch. John McHenry on second base, and Bodie Wright rounds out the lineup. For the Range Riders, it'll be Alex Fernandez over in right. Kyle Ashworth is doppelganger in left. Tommy Rover at short. Donovan Ratfield behind the plate. Carson Hornick will DH. Jake Millen over on first. J.D. McLaughlin in center field. Carson Garner on third. And Logan Beard, the coach, on second base. On the mound, and the defensive alignment as the first plate comes up. First batter comes to the plate. Wright, Jimerson, Gutierrez in the outfield. Soper, Bowen, McHenry, Naylor in the infield. Miklas behind the plate. And Hankins on the mound. David Hankins specifically from Katy, Texas. Sends in a ball to Alex Fernandez to get this thing underway. David Hankins, right-hander, 6 foot 4 inches, 185 pounds. Called strike to Fernandez. Fernandez, a really solid start with the Range Riders here. Takes the ball away. Last night he stole third and won AB. And another one, he stole second. And on the very next pitch, stole third and then got driven in with a grounder up the middle. Here he takes strike 2. But it was a truly manufactured run, something the Range Riders were not able to do very often last season. Not nearly as much speed on that iteration of the Range Riders. This group a lot faster collectively as that pitch misses up and away. And so far, I don't think Fernandez has taken the bat off his shoulder. He does now, and he chops it over to short. Bowen Fields throws across the diamond, and he's safe. He beats out the throw, showing off those wheels again. So he manufactured a run himself pretty much last night. He manufactures a base hit. He's got a swing like Sadaharu Oh, the Japanese hit king, but he manufactures base hits like Ichiro. That pitch in there for a strike to Kyle Ashworth. And is playing in just his third game, second start. Lengthy lead for Fernandez over on first as he leans towards second. He never gets checked on. The ball is chopped to second. Bowen charging in. He'll flip to first instead of second, where he does retire Ashworth, but there was no shot of the double play because Fernandez scooted over there quickly. Tommy Rover at the plate. And as yesterday, he showed off his speed. Tommy Rover now, who had a towering no-doubt home run in the 8th inning last night to finish off the Billings Mustangs. That one drops in there nicely for a strike. Mustangs wearing their Sunday best, their home whites, white on white. Donovan Ratfield, who had a 4 for 6 night officially as of now, but there was one play, a hard to hit ground ball to McHenry at second that ate him up that might be looked at. Changed to a hit, which would make it a 5 for 6 night last night as that pitch was up and away for a ball. The signature M logo, horseshoes making that letter M on the ball cap. Light breeze out there as that is a check swing. He peeled to third. It's a ball. Fans already displeased with the umpire here in the first inning.
inside.
Pitch
Balls
called a
and
ball.
strike. Cracked his 5th homer of the year in last night's contest.
As I realized I scored that check swing as a strike before I saw the appeal. Fix that. It's 3-1 count. 1 out. Fernandez on second. The pitch to, well, a step off here. Reset of the pitch clock. And now Hankins comes set, checks on Fernandez, who dances around a little bit. The pitch comes in, and it's a ball. Oh, it's called a strike. I jumped the gun there, as did Tommy Rover.
Head down to first, but we'll have to stay in for at least one more pitch. 3-2 the count. Cleanup man Donovan Ratfield on deck. The payoff.
This one chopped over to first. It'll be fielded by Naylor. Fernandez moves over to third.
For out number 2. Moving up to third on the play is Alex Fernandez. He's there with 2 outs for the catcher, Donovan Ratfield.
So now the red-hot Donovan Ratfield comes to the plate with a runner on third. Carson Horning begins his warm-up on deck, swinging the weighted bat. Something has come onto the field out there and left, so slight pause. It's retrieved quickly by Bodie Wright.
2 homers, 23 knocked in. First
Pitch, the called strike.
Last night was a 4-hit performance, 4 for 6.
Just a few wispy clouds over the field, and a few puffy clouds right on the horizon above the rocks as this pitch is swung on and missed by Ratfield. But an absolutely beautiful day in Billings, Montana. It's Sunday, Friends and Family Day here at the park. Decent crowd. Honestly, pretty solid for a Sunday compared to most places in the Pioneer League. Not much compared to Glacier Bank Park, which has the best Sunday in the league. That ball gets by the pitcher over to Bowen, who throws the first. And Ratfield is out by a step. So Fernandez gets on and works his way around to third, but does not score. We'll go to the bottom of the first.
Welcome to Magoo & Company, a third-generation family-owned business nestled in the heart of downtown Whitefish. We offer a dazzling array of diamonds, ethically sourced Montana sapphires, and captivating custom designs that capture the essence of Montana's natural beauty. From jewelry design and appraisals to cleaning, repairs, and gemologist consulting, your satisfaction is our priority. Experience the magic of Magoo & Company and discover the perfect piece to celebrate life's special moments.
Welcome back to Dealer Park as an Alaskan Airlines plane lands just above the Rim Rocks.
Bottom of the first inning, no score.
And Aiden Elfring's flight begins as he stands on the mound for the Range Riders. Fires the first pitch ball to Cameron Bowen.
Ball 1 to the Mustang shortstop. Elfring making his 3rd start this year against Billings.
This one, the shortstop hits it to the shortstop. Rover over to first. And Bowen is put away.
Number 1, that'll bring up the designated hitter, Charlie Hayes.
Now to the plate, Charlie Muniz, one of many dangerous hitters in this Billings Mustangs lineup, but probably the most dangerous in terms of power. He has 8 home runs to go alongside his .379 batting average. There are 7 Billings Mustangs who bat above 300 in this lineup today. That pitch taken outside for a ball. Slugging .667, but this one hit weakly on the ground to Logan Beard, who moves to his left, fires to first, and Charlie Muniz is out.
Everything's been hit on the ground for both sides.
Quick work so far from Elfring. Number 37, Michael Soper, steps into the left-handed batter's box, wearing a black helmet over a white top and white pants. And he looks at strike one.
Michael Soper. An 11-game hitting streak.
The numbers are black. The outline of the numbers is red. It's a very good-looking uniform for the Mustangs as he fouls this one back. Range Riders in their traditional gray over gray with a black hat.
Start to his outing on Tuesday against the Mustangs.
The only tall socks on the field belong to Tommy Rover over at short. That pitch looped out to left. Ashworth charging, and he makes the catch on the run. Quick work for Aiden Elfring. And we'll go to the second.
We're off to inning number 2.
Welcome back as we moved very quickly through the first inning. No runs for either team. And now Carson Horning steps into the left-handed batter's box to face David Hankins, who misses away.
Outside to the left-handed hitting DH. Hitting .321 in 19 games.
As Hankins works from the stretch, despite the bases empty. A called strike. Take a quick look at the standings and why this game matters so much to the Glacier Range Riders. The 1-1 pitch drops in there nicely to catch the corner. Long Beach continues to just win every game they play. They are 19-4 and have opened up a 1.5-game lead over these Billings Mustangs as that ball is chopped foul. The Mustangs, with their loss last night, are 17-5. The Boise Hawks continue to punish the Idaho Falls Chuckers. And a game back from them are your Glacier Range Riders, as that ball misses. Down and away to Hornung. Oakland did the Range Riders a huge favor by defeating the Missoula Paddleheads, who are now a game back from the Range Riders. They're at 13-10. Ogden also at 13-10. That one way off the plate.
Full count.
The Modesto Roadsters, despite
Jens finished up his
getting
collegiate
pummeled
career
by
on this
the Long Beach
string.
Coast in this series, hanging tough at 12 and 11.
The NAIA
That one into left field. Bodie Wright on the run, makes the catch right at the edge of the grass in the warning track at the corner. It's 329 down there. They've got the 329 club, which is a nice little pavilion area with some shade.
Jake Millen to score.
After all is said and done,
LSU Shreveport this spring.
it's a long out.
7-1, 314 home run average. Now 55 in
And Jake
66
Millen
innings.
bats from the left-hand side.
Starts. Gonna strike to Millen.
Watches a called strike go by. After those Modesto Roadsters at 12-11, you've got the Oakland Ballers and Yuba Sutter Freebirds, 10 and 13 each, as this one is laced to right. And it'll drop for a Jake Millen base hit.
Jake Millen with a base knock. One out base runner for Jason McLaughlin.
So for the second inning in a row,
Followed NAIA or really just college
a runner reaches
baseball.
for the Range Riders. Let's see if the outcome is different this time.
Shreveport set a record, a perfect 59-0 record.
Check swing, called strike.
Jenkins was a part of that. 59-0 on their way to the NAIA national title a year ago. One strike on McLaughlin. Runner at first, one away, the 0-1.
Sounded like it was a broken bat over two. Oh, wow, what a crazy fortunate bounce that ball took. It bounced off of McHenry's glove and into the glove of Cameron Bowen, who was standing at second. So they're not able to roll two, but they do get Millen at second.
Stop Bowen covering the bag, and there's two down. McLaughlin takes over at first after
So that'll go down as a
away for Carson Garner.
4-6 fielder's choice.
Pitch outside for ball one.
First pitch in
For the Mustangs, but
to Carson Garner was a ball,
because of the range that these guys
with
have,
McLaughlin on first, and there he goes. Swung on and another towering drive down the left field line. That's going to be a long foul ball into the 329 club.
over near the 329
Lands in between the red umbrellas down there.
Dealer Park.
Shade not a necessity today. It's 65 degrees, but it does get super hot here in Billings at the height of summer.
Park in Billings, Montana. A 1-1 pitch to Garner.
As that is a ball inside. So that shade on some days is a necessity. Today, not so much,
On the previous
as the fans have not collected themselves in the shade provided by the awnings around the stadium. They're dispersed equally, but on those hot days, you'll see everybody pile into the empty shaded seats. Count goes to 3-1
held on by Taylor at first.
to Garner.
Wind blowing in from right center field. Beautiful afternoon here in Billings, Montana. The 3-1.
And that pitch misses, and now there are two Range Riders on base with 2 outs, and Logan Beard
At first and second.
making his way to the right-handed batter's box.
Beard hitting out of the 9th spot. He's done damage throughout this series.
Beard with 5 doubles on the season. He's not super speedy, but he hits it in the right place to get himself some extra base hits.
Out of the 9 hole.
And speaking of which, he's got 4 home runs.
5 RBI single.
Good for second on the team behind Rover and Millen.
Ball 1.
That pitch in there for a ball. Had a pinch hit home run a couple of nights ago. Said as far as he could recall, that was his first professional pinch hit homer. And maybe his first since high school, as that one hits
Ball and a strike.
the outside edge, called a strike.
Veteran Beard played with the Range Riders 82 games. He placed third last season.
Hankins comes set, checks McLaughlin, brings it to the plate, and it's up the middle. McHenry will field and tag second himself. And the Range Riders get 2 aboard, but none across as we head to the bottom of the second inning.
Scoreless game, Mustangs and Range Riders.
In 1858, one man's ingenuity sparked a legacy. When Henry Ward Johns set out to rethink roofing, he built something that would last. That spirit carried forward in 1901, when Johns joined forces with Charles Manville, creating Johns Manville. For more than 160 years, through challenge and change, innovation and resilience have defined who we are. Today, backed by Berkshire Hathaway, Johns Manville is trusted in the commercial roofing industry, with systems built to perform.
Now batting, center fielder number 43, and George.
Well, yesterday was a slugfest that featured runs in almost every frame. So far, just zeros is that first pitch from Elfring. Misses for a ball. The next one is chopped foul.
Ball and a strike.
I said the only tall socks on the field were Tommy Rover, but technically coaching third base, I believe that's Craig Maddox over there. Also rocking the tall socks as this pitch misses away. His are red. Socks over there to the left of third base. Elfring brings it home. This one's a strike. Demise Jimerson with a red sleeve poking out from that white uniform, and the other sleeve is white, and this one's chopped to Rover, who spans across, fires to first, and Jimerson is gone. Jack Naylor, MSU Billings product, steps to the plate, and he has been really good in his short stint. This is his 4th game. As that pitch is chopped over to first, Millen fields, flips to Elfring, and just as I was about to hype up Jack Naylor's statistics, he harmlessly grounds out to first. We'll get to that the next time up. Jacob Gutierrez, another player with a short stint so far with the Mustangs, will face Elfring, and he will watch strike one go by. Gutierrez batting an even .400 in just 2 games, 4 hits, slugging .500. So that is a strike. On base percentage of .400. 10 ABs, 4 hits. Makes that math pretty simplistic for somebody like me. As that pitch misses.
He has 4 hits, 2 in each of those first 2 games. 1-2.
Misses away. Just got to look at there's a hot dog moving into the seats behind home plate. That must be, that one popped up. and foul. There's a couple of different tiers of dogs. I don't remember if it's called I think it's called the Homer dog. I don't know. But there's two tiers. There's the kid dog, which is sort of your standard edition hot dog. And then there's that one. It's the big dog, if you will. This one is popped foul. Onto the roof of the concession stand on the first base side. That was a sizable 1/3 pound hot dog that the guy in blue is enjoying. It's probably on camera, actually. Yeah, there he goes with the hot dog. And there this ball goes down the right field line. It's going to reach pretty far back into the stands. Dropped by the fan who had a clean play on it, but he didn't bring his glove. He is able to field it on the hop. He laments the state of his hands. He's clearly a little stung, but at least he came away with a baseball. Popped up this one in play. Logan Beard calling for it. Drifts in towards the mound. Now back towards first. Makes the catch. And the Range Riders put another 0 up on the scoreboard there as we'll go to the third.
No score.
Welcome back to Dealer Park in Billings, Montana. Under almost completely clear skies, just a few wisps. Breeze wafting in gently from right center field. And it'll be Alex Fernandez to face David Hankins. First pitch taken for a strike. Mentioned the guy over on first who caught the foul ball. It's sort of a long-running debate. Should a grown man or woman, for that matter, bring a glove to a game? I think the answer is definitively yes. A former Coast Guardsman. Our phrase is this one was pop foul down the third baseline was semper paratus, which means always ready. So to me, that encompasses having the right gear for the right moment. And that guy did get the ball, but I feel like it would have been a lot less painful if he'd brought his glove. It's just one man's opinion. The count is 0-2. That one misses badly for a ball. Up and away. Kyle Ashworth and his bright yellow cleats stand on the turf mat that's designated as the on-deck circle. As the count is now even at 2 balls, 2 strikes to Fernandez, who has proven himself to be a menace on the base paths and in the outfield. Watches that one come in for a ball, so he started out 0-2, and he's worked his way to 3-2. but he's stolen some bases. He's had 2 opportunities to make throws in from the outfield, and they were both great. One took a crazy bounce. As this pitch misses, and he's on base. So we'll see if he is in motion again. With nobody out, and Kyle Ashworth stepping into the batter's box from the left-hand side. There he goes on the very first pitch. The throw is to the left of the bag, and he's in there with another stolen base. It's impressive. A guy that can turn a walk into a double, essentially, almost every time is invaluable. Pitch was a ball as a bonus.
Number 4 on the year has not been caught as it's a 1-0 count on Ashworth.
Dances around on second. Ashworth lays down the bunt, but it's fielded very well by Miklas. The throw was high, but it's enough to scoot Fernandez from second to third. On the bunt.
2-3 on the put away, but now Fernandez is at third with 1 out, no score, top of the 3rd inning.
That one took a high chop.
First run of the ball game, Tommy Rover.
And Miklas was able to field it quickly.
In the first inning, as he
Smoked down the first baseline. Jackson Murphy has to lean out of the way to not get hit by that thing. Count goes to 0-1 as the umpire pauses the game here as Davis Pratt jogs over from the bullpen. Fires a strike to a fan up on the pavilion who did bring their glove. So they got a free baseball. That's what I'm talking about. Always ready. Semper P. Pratt saw him up there holding the glove out. He hit him with about a 30-yard strike up there on the concourse. That pitch in there, a ball. It was actually a catcher's mitt. You don't see a lot of catcher's mitts in the crowd. This one popped to center field. Will it be enough for the speedy Fernandez? The tag. He did not leave early. The throw's pretty good, but he's in there. You will take that kind of speed all day, every day. As it turned out, the ball popped out of Miklas's glove, so he couldn't have applied the tag, even if the throw was in time. But not a bad throw, but not enough. And the Range Riders take a 1-0 lead.
And scores, base is now empty for Donovan Ratfield. 2 outs, 1-0 Range Riders.
Now Donovan Ratfield right at Cameron Bowen. Well struck ball. Cameron Bowen just had to move a few steps to his left to snag that one out of the air. And the Range Riders put 1 on the board. And we'll go to the bottom of the 3rd. 1-0 Glacier. Thinking about where to host your next office event? Book the indoor event space at Glacier Bank Park. With a capacity up to 145 people, our indoor event space is a flexible, year-round venue ideal for accommodating receptions, conferences, and holiday parties. The spacious layout boasts impressive stadium and mountain views, providing the perfect setting for guests to mingle, network, and celebrate. Book your office party today at glacierbankpark.com.
Innovation has always been at the core of Johns Manville. From advanced testing labs to real-world job sites, we rethink what roofing can deliver. Through science, precision engineering, and decades of real-world experience, we engineer commercial roofing systems that deliver lasting performance. At Johns Manville, innovation means listening, learning, and building solutions that meet today's needs while preparing for what's next. This is progress with purpose.
Kyle Miklas steps up to face Aiden Elfring. Watches the pitch drop in there, 85 miles an hour for a called strike to get his AB started. Miklas batting .361. Smoke to first, the diving Millen bumps the ball over to Logan Beard, who throws across to Aiden Elfring for the put away. The fans are not going to like it. But that ball off of Millen over to Beard. Elfring never bailed on the play. He just kept making his way over to first base, and he's rewarded with an out. So the rare 3-4-1 put away. That pitch is called a strike. Swung on and missed. A huge, healthy cut from John McHenry. Double check my work. It was a 3-4-1 put away. Don't see that very often. As that pitch is swung on and missed. And there are now two down. Bodie Wright will step up now. He came into the game late as Adam Kootway had been apparently nicked up early in the game, but didn't say anything. And then later was removed as this inning will be removed as he lines out to right. Oh, Fernandez and Wright caught the ball, and then he went to fire up to the fans on the pavilion and came up short, so he has to go all the way back out there to retrieve the ball. And the guy with the catcher's mitt gets a second baseball. Well done. Bring the mitt. We go to break.
Welcome to Magoo & Company, a third-generation family-owned business nestled in the heart of downtown Whitefish. We offer a dazzling array of diamonds, ethically sourced Montana sapphires, and captivating custom designs that capture the essence of Montana's natural beauty. From jewelry design and appraisals to cleaning, repairs, and gemologist consulting, your satisfaction is our priority. Experience the magic of Magoo & Company and discover the perfect piece to celebrate life's special moments.
When injuries occur, it can feel like your goals are out of reach. I'm Dr. Karen Purser, an orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist at Logan Health. If you injure a joint, muscle, or bone, our orthopedics and sports medicine specialists are here to help. Our highly specialized surgeons, clinicians, and physical therapists offer innovative treatments and the latest minimally invasive procedures to help you recover and return to activity faster and stronger so that you can reach your goal.
Welcome back. Carson Hornung will face David Hankins.
Blowing away ball one. Left-handed hitting DH, fly to left field, his first time up. 1-0.
That one in there, even the count at 1-1. Update on the guy with the catcher's mitt out there in the pavilion. He got that second ball and then gave it to a kid. So good on him. That's the move. That's the pitch, in for a strike. And now terror descends on your broadcaster as the scoring app says unexpected error. Please try again or contact customer support. Don't think I'm going to be able to do that in between pitches as the count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
The fourth, 1-0 Glacier. On the other side, the Mustangs without a hit the first time through the order.
This one to center field and hit very hard. Jimerson is back at the track. He leaps and he makes the catch. It's a long, long out as it's 4-10 to straightaway center field. Great news. Scoring app is back. We're in business. And Jake Millen is watching ball 1. Millen on the season, .259 batting average, 5 home runs, which leads the team, slugging .494. Fouls this one off. Has drawn 29 walks, which trails only Kyle Ashworth, who has 30 walks. Going into today, as this one was fouled back as well. On base percentage, .455 for Jake All-American Millen, who bats left-handed with a 2-1 count.
Issued by Hankins so far today. One of them did score the only run.
Scoreboard says 3-1 count.
Now base is clear, the 3-1. Foul off to the left. That'll tail.
There's the foul ball down the line to make it 2 strikes no matter what. One steps out, takes a breath, steps back in, faces David Hankins. Again, fouled off down the line. Almost identical to the last one. Over there lands by the grill where they make the famous Stang burger. 3rd pound patty with a little bit of barbecue, a brisket on top. That one drops in there, but it's high. And Millen draws a walk. J.D. McLaughlin now, who broke his bat in his last AB as he grounded into a fielder's choice to McHenry over on second. There's a strike. Different tone to the crowd here on this Family and Friends Sunday. Not a bad tone, just different. This sounds like another broken bat, and it's popped over there to McHenry. Millen retreats to first, and McLaughlin retreats to the dugout.
Second baseman McHenry, 2 away.
Now Carson Garner. That's definitely a friends and family type crowd. As you look down the right field line, just to the right of the foul pole, there's a bounce house that's some kids leaning into the wall, so it's almost tipped over. They fixed that. Didn't fix that pitch as it's a ball. But the Friday and Saturday night crowds here in Billings have been lively. No matter what the ump did, it wasn't right. Mostly harmless jeering, but consistent, as that one is sorted for a strike. A little more tame on this Sunday. Good representation of the different types of hats in the crowd again, though. Got some sun hats, some fishing hats, some cowboy hats, some hoods. Pickoff attempt over to first. Nothing doing.
One has not attempted a stolen base yet this year. By Naylor, the 1-1.
That one drops in there, catches the corner for a called strike at 85 miles an hour. 1 ball, 2 strikes, Millen on first, 2 out. Gigantic butterfly passes right in front of the booth. It was yellow. That one fouled off.
Foul at the plate, hit it straight down. Keep the count
I think
right
that may
where
be
it
the
is.
first butterfly I've seen of the season. It was huge, the size of a bat. Not a baseball bat.
David Hankins, as I mentioned, played for LSU Shreveport.
Hankins comes set, no checker first. The pitch is swung on and tapped foul
Texas A&M Corpus
toward the Mustangs
redshirted
dugout.
freshman. Texas A&M Corpus Christi did not appear for in a game with them. Spent time with New Mexico.
And we'll do the 1-2 pitch all over again with Logan Beard on deck.
1-2 to Garner.
Ooh, that one almost got Garner. Up and in for a ball.
Moves out of the way.
That's not one you take for the team. It was
It's 2-2.
gonna get him in the neck or worse.
And the pitch.
Swung on to center field. Jimerson takes a beat, drifts in, makes the catch. And that'll do it for the Range Riders.
Bottom of the fourth.
Still 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the fourth.
This is Billings Mustangs baseball on HD.
Need a space that offers both a place to dine and an area to mingle in style? Book the Hideaway and Corner Suite at Glacier Bank Park. You and up to 50 guests will enjoy full catering services in the Hideaway, and incredible mountain views and comfortable furnishings in the luxury Corner Suite. This versatile combination offers a space to dine and a place to relax, creating the perfect arrangement for guests looking to mingle, network, and celebrate. Book your office party today at glacierbankpark.com. Cameron Bowen will lead off for the Billings Mustangs, facing Aiden Elfring. Swung on and missed.
Cameron Bowens.
Took a healthy cut at that. The scoreboard said 37 miles an hour. Don't believe that was accurate.
Nothing. Half of the fourth inning here at Dealer
That would be an incredible eephus pitch. It's hard to hit 37. It's actually difficult to throw a ball that slow as that pitch is fouled back.
Grounded out to short.
Quickly 0-2.
Against Elford. Just 27 pitches to get through the first 3 innings. Working in the fourth, the 0-2.
The 0-2 pitch is down the line,
Play.
over to the most popular
It's been one of the Mustangs.
foul ball location in the park, over by the snow cone stand, but that one skipped up over the fence and down to the clubhouse.
22 at bat.
So whoever wants it's going to have to make their way around the corner as that one makes its way around the corner of the plate and is waved at and missed by Cameron Bowen for the strikeout.
Out number 1. Bowen also added his home run. Mustangs team leader.
Charlie Muniz DHing today steps up as a tiny, tiny plane lands above the rim rocks. Not even sure what that plane is.
Lead by 1
That one's called a ball.
for ball 1. Bring the right-hander, working quick.
That one right down the heart at 91, called strike.
Slide 91. A 1-1 count. He's hitting 379 on the
Waved at and missed. 85-mile-an-hour pitch on the outside edge. During this inning, we'll try to take a look at last night's scores because some of them were important. You can make the argument they're all important. That one missed for a ball. Modesto continues to be unable to handle Long Beach as they fall 8-3. That pitch misses away. The count goes full. The Great Falls Voyagers, if nothing else, are very entertaining. 13-10 they win last night at the Ogden Raptors. Swung on and missed. Another strikeout for Aiden Elfring. That'll bring Michael Soper, the third baseman, to the left-hand side of the plate. Well, I guess technically it's the left-handed batter's box, which is on the right side of the plate from this perspective. Pitch is popped foul. The Oakland Ballers steal one, 8-5 at the Missoula Paddleheads. That's an important one. Idaho Falls. Idaho Falls is 17-10 to the Boise Hawks. This one fouled off almost identically. And in tragic news, as we left the air, the Red Pocket Mobiles led the Yuba Sutter Freebirds. But in the end, they fall 12-11. Another foul ball down the third base line. So probably a pretty entertaining series between the Mobiles and the Freebirds. The Freebirds rebrand this season. They were the High Wheelers last year. They changed their colors and logo and branding, as this one is also fouled off. Another 0-2 pitch will be on the way with 2 outs. But they're one of the few places in the U.S. with a native wild chicken population. So there are just chickens roaming the streets. As this one is past the diving Garner. Out to left field for a base hit. Really good at bat by Soper there. He was down 0-2 quickly and fouled a bunch of pitches off. And eventually pokes one out there the opposite way for a base hit. Demias Jimerson now to the plate. First pitch chopped over to Rover, who's got to go a little bit of a ways, a long throw, and it's not going to be in time. He had to go pretty far into the hole and then sling that thing back across his body. And that'll be a hit. He got a decent throw on it. A lot of people call it the Jeter play, where you got to go across your body, moving to your right, throwing to your left. A pretty good throw, but not in time. And what looked like a casual inning, it's now becoming a little stressful for Aiden Elfring as he steps off and bluffs towards second. He'll face Jack Naylor, who is mashed. Started to read his stats, and he chopped over to first base for an out last time up. This one chopped over to Logan Beard for what should be an out, and it is. So it was a quick inning. Then there was a little pressure applied, but quickly Naylor grounds out, and the Mustangs are sat down. We'll go to the fifth.
At Johns Manville, it's always been about people, the people who design the systems, the people who build them, and the people who depend on them to perform every day. That's why we approach commercial roofing with care, collaboration, and respect for what's at stake. Because every roof protects more than a building. It protects people, livelihoods, and peace of mind. That's the responsibility we stand behind. Johns Manville Commercial Roofing Systems.
Now batting, second baseman number 29, Logan Beard.
Logan Beard, number 29, to the plate. Speaking of 29, that's how many runs we saw last night.
Fifth inning from Dealer Park.
And of course today we're racing through this ball game with just one run so far. As Ron Washington, longtime coach and manager, would say, that's what baseball do. 29 runs last night, one run so far, and one ball so far to Logan Beard. As he swings and misses for a strike.
Online anytime at BillingsFord.com. Hire an Archie Cochran Ford Mustang Country.
Ooh, that one called a strike.
Count on Logan Beard.
Maybe.
Took strike two. Ball, 2 strikes to lead off the top of the 5th inning. Each team with 2 hits in the ball game. Riders lead by
1-2 pitch.
1-2.
Fouled off.
Elfering for Glacier retired the first 11 in a row.
Hankins, 4 innings pitched so far, 71 pitches. And his 72nd is swung on and missed by Logan Beard, who bumps into the catcher on his way to first. Looked like it was unavoidable. He was just trying to go to first, and Nicholas was on his flight path. It's thrown down there, and he's out of first.
Through the range rider order for David Hankins.
So 1 away now
Reached twice, infield single and a walk.
for the pesky Alex Fernandez.
Front of the ball game. Game in the 3rd inning, 1-0 Glacier.
That one misses low. He has singled by racing to first, beating out a Cameron Bowen throw, and stole second, then walked and stole second, made his way over to third, and eventually around to score. That ball is fouled off. Again, they do the everybody clap your hands bit here at Dealer Park, and it's just very discombobulated, not a coordinated effort, as this one is into the gap. A long run for Jimerson. He dives. He will not make the catch. He slides headfirst to the wall, and Fernandez on his horse all the way around for a stand-up triple.
Got himself a 1-out triple here in the 5th.
Jimerson made a heck of an effort out there. A bit of happenstance. Fernandez was robbed of a hit last night by Jimerson as he made a diving attempt, but that time came up with the catch. This one, he dove headfirst, slid across the warning track dirt into the wall, popped up and made the throw in, but it was too late as Fernandez has made his way all the way to third. The first pitch to Kyle Ashworth is in for a strike.
Fernandez. This week as a pro, as a home run.
Fernandez continues to look good. Didn't have to steal his way to third this time either. This one on the ground hard and past McHenry and his outstretched glove. And the Range Riders take a 2-0 lead as Fernandez comes across the plate. And now the dangerous Tommy Rover.
17 runs batted in for the Range Riders.
This one to left. Bodie Wright took a step in, then takes a lot of steps back and makes the catch. to his left on the warning track dirt. Ashworth will make his way back over to first. So a hard hit ball, but not quite enough to get it out of here. And now Donovan Ratfield will bat.
Hit it to Bowen both times. Once on the ground, the other time on the line.
That one up and in.
Tight. Ball one.
For a ball. Ashworth takes his lead at first. Never gets checked on. There he goes. The ball is fouled off. It was a good jump. Never even got a glance from Hankins.
First base. He has 5 steals this year. Has not been caught.
1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. The pitch. Looped into center. Jemerson charging in. He will get there to make the catch. A ball that looked like it might be trouble off the bat is just an out. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th.
Range Riders fans, Glacier Bank Park offers a variety of suites to accommodate groups of all sizes, from small gatherings to parties of up to 65 people. The balcony views and exclusive services create a premium experience for celebrations, reunions, and outings of all kinds. Enjoy the convenience and comfort of your private space, breathtaking Montana scenery, and high-level action on the field, while our dedicated hospitality team creates an unforgettable experience for you and your family, friends, or business associates.
Numbness and tingling in the hand can make you lose your grip. Hi, I'm Dr. Nate Fogel. I'm an orthopedic surgeon and hand specialist here at Logan Health. Repetitive actions can lead to a condition called carpal tunnel. Left untreated, these symptoms can interfere with your daily life. Our fellowship-trained hand surgeons offer patient-specific care to help you regain control. Here's to getting a grip on life.
Welcome to Magoo & Company, a third-generation family-owned business nestled in the heart of downtown Whitefish. We offer a dazzling array of diamonds, ethically sourced Montana sapphires, and captivating custom designs that capture the essence of Montana's natural beauty. From jewelry design and appraisals to cleaning, repairs, and gemologist consulting, your satisfaction is our priority. Experience the magic of Magoo & Company and discover the perfect piece to celebrate life's special moments.
Aiden Elfring on the mound to face Tobias Jimerson. That pitch ball. Appeal down to first, nothing doing. 2 balls. No strikes. That one is challenged by the Range Riders. And it is a confirmed strike. Count goes to 2-1.
Is the count. We've got it. Red Pocket Mobile strike zone challenge. It was called a ball. Overturned your strike, so Glacier keeps
that ball down and away.
Remaining. Now a miss makes it 3-1. On to Myers Jimerson. Confused looking at my book. Jimerson hit last inning. Foul up and out.
Pop foul for another strike.
This is Jacob Gutierrez's spot.
2-2 count. 3-2 count. Navigate a little bit of confusion on the scoring app. Time is called.
Some confusion. 3-2 is the count on Tobias Jimerson. Now, Phil Hartman over.
There's some confusion. And I'm part of this confusion because my scoring app says that it's supposed to be Gutierrez batting. But Jimerson is actually at the plate. And trust your instrumentation. A lesson for me, they were out of order. So now Gutierrez does come to the plate. All right, now we'll get to the bottom of what the heck just happened. But Gutierrez is at the plate. There's one out. The ball is popped up to Donovan Ratfield, who is against the net. He makes the catch. What a catch by Ratfield. He was right against the net. And if you've never had to play a ball off of one of these nets, it's very difficult. The net sort of leans out toward the field of play. And the spin off the bat makes the ball come back toward the pitcher's mound. And he snags that one out of the air for an out. Now there's a discussion as we sort out what the heck just unfolded. I cannot hear any of this. Not sure how this is going to go. The scoreboard currently reflects one out as Gutierrez goes back to the dugout. It's Joel Hartman over there on third with the tall socks, by the way, confirmed. Didn't see the number earlier. And to the plate is Kyle Miklas. And we are back on track. I don't know how that's going to be ruled. But the way the game is unfolding is as if Jimerson never came to the plate out of order.
Again, Demais Jimerson started off at the plate. It was not his turn to hit. By rule, if I understand it correctly, the hitter should be out, and that spot in the order
0-1 pitch. Called a strike to go to 0-2.
on Nicholas. Instead, Gutierrez came in to continue the at-bat.
All right.
To the catcher.
Ball away.
One away, 1-2 count on Nicholas, and we seem to just be moving along from here.
So there's something called the curse of the first watch. Seems to happen in law enforcement and military. When somebody's on their first watch, weird stuff happens. This one, a chopper to Elfring, who will field it and tag the bag himself for the out. Good play there by Aiden Elfring to stay with it and make the decision along the way to keep it himself. Okay, so now we are back on track. 2 outs, John McHenry, and it's as if Jimerson coming to the plate at the wrong time never happened. Although it did cost Aiden Elfring about 5 pitches. That one misses for a ball. Popped to left. Ashworth calls off Rover and makes the catch. So a confusing situation with the lineup, but after all of it is said and done, Aiden Elfring is at 56 pitches on 5 complete innings of work. And we'll go to break. Welcome back to Dealer Park in Billings, Montana, as Todd Pratt had a conversation with the home plate umpire.
Mustangs nothing. Carson Hornung to lead off against David Hankins to begin this.
But it seems that they just are going to pretend that Jimerson never came to the plate out of order, and the inning continued as normal as that first pitch into Hornung is called a strike.
Well, the at-bat was still going on. I looked up the rule during the break as the 0-1 to Hornung.
That one also a strike at 88 miles an hour.
Catch a batter hitting out of order. Well, he is still at bat.
It's a challenge.
It is overturned to a ball.
And it's overturned to a ball.
1 ball, 1 strike. Riders challenge still have both of their appeals.
This one down the line and foul.
Out of play, now it's 1 and 2. But if you catch an improper batter at the plate during the at-bat, you appeal while it's still going on.
Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hornung. Jake Millen waits on deck.
The proper hitter comes up, but
Hit hard to McHenry, who fields it on a sideways hop, throws back across his body to first in time to get Hornung.
Number 1. So here we reset the count on the scoreboard at Dealer Park.
Good play there by McHenry. Stayed with it as it hopped this way and that across this Dealer Park infield. Now Jake Millen with his red armor on the right arm swings from the left-hand side and fouls it back.
Want to read more about it? Pull up the umpire's rule book 601B. Rule 6.03, rather B.
This pitch fouled back. So we do have some scores around the Pioneer League that we can take a look at. Great Falls up 7-3 over Ogden, which is fairly meaningless as those teams have played close back and forth battles at Lindquist Field this week. Glacier, of course, up 2-0 over these Billings Mustangs as that pitch is fouled back by Millen. Idaho Falls is clinging to a 1-run lead at Boise. So we'll see if that holds. It's important for the Range Riders, actually, as they're 1 spot behind the Boise Hawks, so it would be amazing if the Idaho Falls Chuckers could do them a favor. As that pitch does Hankins a favor, as Millen swings over the top of it for the strikeout. J.D. McLaughlin comes to the plate. It's just now the top of the first, scoreless. Oakland and Missoula. It's another one to keep a close eye on. Also bottom of the first, Roadsters Coast, 0-0. That ball skips in for a ball. And the Red Pocket Mobiles and the Yuba Sutter Freebirds will play at 6:35 Pacific tonight. That ball missed inside. Talked about the native wild chicken population in Yuba Sutter. Had lunch with voice of the Range Rider, Scott Gladstone, there at El Pollo Loco. And saw chickens outside. Said, you guys got to go. As this pitch is out. Ooh, it's called a strike on the outside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs.
Up to 95 pitches in the ball game. Here comes number 96.
That one drops in there, but inside and maybe also low for a ball. But yeah, the Yuba Sutter Freebirds. I think it's a fun name. It's a good rebrand. Good local connection there. As Hankins to McLaughlin. It's popped foul down the first base side. Kid with a glove makes a reach over the rail, doesn't get it, and another kid darts in to snag it on the hop. That was a competitive play between 2 gloved kids. If he would have caught it as he leaned over the rail, he would have walked away with the ball. Instead, it takes a funny hop, and another person darts in and snags it Now the 3-2 pitch. Back up the middle to McHenry, who fields, fires to first. And that'll do it for the Range Riders. 2-0. As we head to the bottom of the inning.
The Mustangs, nothing.
Glacier Bank Park is just so beautiful. The absolutely stunning views, the facility that we have, we're just very fortunate.
This is a place where people can gather throughout the community. The location of the park itself is centrally located within the valley, and as such, it keeps everybody coming from all the different municipalities throughout the valley, and really it's just a hub for the community to meet.
My favorite thing about coming to the ball field is seeing old friends, seeing the beautiful complex, and the staff, how friendly they are. They greet us with friendliness, and the seats are awesome.
We also get to connect with folks as far away as Boston that are here on vacation that actually want to come to a ballpark because I talk them into it because that's how special it is.
So we come to socialize. We love our group and we just have a really good time. Of course, we like watching the game too. And we like to win.
At Johns Manville, what we build starts with who we are. We are people champions, listening first, putting customers and teams at the center of every decision. We're driven by passion, always going the extra mile, always pushing ideas further. We perform, setting higher standards, delivering stronger results, and creating lasting value. And we protect our people, our customers, and the world around us, today and for generations to come.
Range Riders 2, Mustangs 0. As these two teams compete on the heels of a 29-run slugfest last night. Pitchers duel today. Aiden Elfring fires a pitch high at 90 miles an hour for a ball to start the inning.
Take a look for the 9-hitter against Elfring. He flied to right his first time up.
That one misses low and away.
Elfring has given up just 2 singles back-to-back. Super and Jimerson in the 4th, and that's it. Everybody else retired through the first 5.
That one in there for a strike.
Strike called on right. 2-1. Mustang left fielder this afternoon.
Okay, so I sought clarification on the confusion with the batter coming to the plate out of order. It was Jimerson when it was supposed to be Gutierrez. As that pitch was fouled back. And the way it works is if Billings is the one to notice, then there's essentially no punishment. They just continue play. As that pitch misses high. So I assumed when I looked down at my scorekeeping app, as someone fairly new to this, that I had something wrong, but it was the Billings Mustangs, as that pitch is challenged. It is a confirmed ball. So Bodie Wright draws the walk. That'll bring to the plate the leadoff man, Cameron Bowen, as Wright takes a sizable lead at first. This one's popped foul down the first base side.
Home run, 4 doubles in this series so far, the first 5 games.
Bowen steps out, adjusts his batting gloves. Steps back in, Elfring checks on the runner, then throws to first. Kind of a close play over there. But Bodie Wright is back safely. Elfring checks one more time. He looks to home plate. 81-mile-an-hour pitch that Bowen just gets a tiny piece of.
Bodie Wright over there at first base, one of the quicker men in a Mustangs uniform this year. 7 steals, he's been caught once.
0-2 count.
2-0 Range Riders by
Elfring, this will be his 65th pitch as the runner goes. It skips in for a ball. So no throw as Bodie Wright moves over
At second base.
with the stolen base.
For Bodie Wright. They're in scoring position. See if the Mustangs can break through against the right-handed Elfering here in the 6th.
1 ball, 2 strike pitch.
The pitch. Foul.
Pop foul. Well, straight back.
It remains 1-2. And yesterday, the single off the wall, as I mentioned, hit his 7th homer of the year.
Elfring comes set, fires to home, and another foul ball.
3 different Mustangs were hit by a pitch yesterday. That includes Michael Soper, who was hit with the base.
Really solid outing thus far for Aiden Elfring.
Look in for the sign from Elfring. Now he comes set.
Runner on second with nobody out, though.
1-2.
As that one is swung on and missed. A breaking ball
Down swinging.
that Cameron Bowen
The first out. It brings
couldn't find.
Charlie Muniz.
And it's a strikeout. Charlie Muniz to the plate now. A check of Wright on second. The pitch to home, fouled back and out of play.
To the right and out of play. It's been a couple of days since his last long ball. It's the team with 8 of them. Certainly has the power to tie this game.
Wind not a factor today. It was for most of the week here at Dealer Park. But the flags just wave weakly in the breeze here as that one is swung on and missed.
He didn't get a hold of one. All 2-run homers by the Mustangs. Brought to you by Home 2 Suites.
A near cloudless sky. There were a few wisps and puffy clouds as we started the game. But now there are almost none as that one is fouled back off of either outfield or the umpire. But everybody seems fine. Nobody nicked up.
Rounding to second and striking out. So for 2 with a walk against
2-strike pitch
Tuesday.
to Charlie Muniz.
0-2.
Misses low and away.
Going away for a ball. Tuesday start, Elfring started
Talked to
off
Elfring the other day, said
hit allowed
his dad listens in the Go Range Riders app. He says he always has it on in the tractor, specifically. But you can listen free and live in the Go Range Riders app yourself. As that pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out.
Both men who hit those 2-run homers are out of the lineup today, A.J. Shaver and Adam Kootway.
Comes set, checks on the runner who has a tiny lead, comes home, chopped on the ground down the line. Elfring will allow Millen to field it. It looked like there could be some confusion on who's going to get this thing. Ultimately, it was Millen who came in, scooped it up, took a couple of steps over to first base. Wright moves over to third, but that's a big out to get Charlie Muniz.
Was the first one to break through against Elfring today.
So now it will be Michael Soper who steps to the plate to face Aiden Elfring with a runner. Bodie Wright at third, the first pitch. Down for a ball.
For ball 1. Can find another knock in his bat. Can get the Mustangs on the board. Bodie
Elfring with a shrug of the shoulders. A look up at the rim rocks facing away from home plate. Composes himself and brings the pitch home. It's chopped foul down the first baseline. That was the best everybody clap your hands I've heard out of this Billings Mustangs crowd. Pretty coordinated there. Everybody was on beat. Sometimes it's all over the place. As this pitch misses by not much to make the count. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Two outs, man at third. Balls and a strike.
The pitch. Popped foul.
Man out of play, 2-2.
Brings us to deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Elfring goes to the rosin bag.
Up to 78 tosses this game.
Now climbs atop the mound.
Range Rider pen, so
Comes set at the waist. From the stretch, the pitch. Swung on and driven to center field. McLaughlin drifts over. He has a read on it, and he has an out. And Aiden Elfring has 6 solid innings of pitching under his belt. We'll go to the break.
we're off to the 7th.
When injuries occur, it can feel like your goals are out of reach. I'm Dr. Karen Purser, an orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist at Logan Health. If you injure a joint, muscle, or bone, our orthopedics and sports medicine specialists are here to help. Our highly specialized surgeons, clinicians, and physical therapists offer innovative treatments and the latest minimally invasive procedures to help you recover and return to activity faster and stronger so that you can reach your goal.
Welcome back. The Range Riders lead the Mustangs 2-0 as the first pitch comes into Carson Garner as ball.
Throw for the Mustangs. 99 pitches. His next one will be number 100. Faces off against Carson Garner. There it is.
That one in there for a strike.
It's in for a strike. 1-1 the count. On the third baseman Garner.
Got his 1-1
Riders top of the 7th from Dealer Park.
to Garner.
1.
Swung on and missed.
2. Garner's 0 for 1. Walked against Hankins back.
Carson steps out, readjusts his accoutrement. He has a single sleeve poking out. It's the right arm. This one chopped back up the middle, and it's going to get through for a leadoff base hit.
Base hit. Already a season high in pitches for Hankins.
Not a supremely hard struck ball, but Hankins was unable to make a play on it. And once it got past him, there was nobody else there to reel it in until it made its way out to Jimerson in center field, and Carson Garner leads off of first base as Logan Beard steps in and takes strike 1.
He's had another strong start, just 2 runs on 5 hits through the first 6 innings. Now working here in the 7th. And at first,
Alex Fernandez waits on deck as this one is popped up sky high. Jimerson coming in, McHenry going back, and it's eventually McHenry who makes the catch and breathes a sigh of relief as he chased that thing around out there. But he gets the out.
called him off, and there's 1 away.
Alex Fernandez.
Runner at first, top of the order now, Alex Fernandez. He's been the key contributor.
So now Alex Fernandez,
Scoring both of their runs.
who singled
Reached all 3 times.
by beating the throw, bluffs a bunt for a strike. He singled his first time up on a play that 9 out of 10 batters are out, but he raced down the first base line, made it in time. He walked the next time up, and then he lashed a triple into the gap And this one is to center field. Jimerson's going to have a long run if it's him, but he's called off ultimately by Bodie Wright, who makes the catch. So 2 gone now. Garson remains on first, and Kyle Ashworth steps to the plate. He grounded out, had a sacrifice, and singled on a ground ball to right field. Watches this for a ball.
Give the Mustangs 7 strong innings.
Looks like some stretching in the Range Riders bullpen as Carson Garner took second, and the throw was so far offline that McHenry made the catch instead of Bowen. So it'll be a stolen bag. Pitch was a ball. So now Garner on second in scoring position. Let's see if that makes a difference. As this one is headed out to left, Bodie Wright is heading back, and he makes a leaping catch that was a little more dramatic than it maybe needed to be. And it's another scoreless frame. We'll go to the bottom of the inning. The Range Riders get one aboard, but are unable to cash it in as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Aiden Elfring still on the mound. Demias Jimerson, this time appropriately at the plate in his proper position in the lineup. Takes the first pitch for a ball. This one on the outside edge, called a strike. They played Take Me Out to the Ball Game for the 7th inning stretch. Pretty solid audience participation here in Billings. Everybody was on their feet. Quite a few people singing as this one is popped foul into that crowd. There's a kid with a glove right behind me. I can see him out the window. He's on it, and it bounces and goes out of the stadium. He tracked it for a long time, but he lost his nerve as it plummeted to the pavilion, and it bounced up and out of the stadium. That's a shame. He tracked it well. The 1-2 pitch on the ground. Garner can't reach it. Jimerson will reach first base with a single. That'll bring Jack Naylor to the plate. Finally going to get his line. In just a few games, he's batting .455 in 3 games played. Across just 11 plate appearances, slugging .727. He watches the first pitch somehow not be called a strike. I don't have a BS, so that's unfair. Either way, it's a ball. Jimerson on first. This one chopped up the middle. Rover's on it. Fields tags the bag himself, throws the first for the double play, unassisted. Solid play by Tommy Rover there as he ranged over and had to stay with that bounding ball, fielded it cleanly, on his way to the bag, and able to sling it across the diamond for a double play. That pitch in there for a ball. But I mentioned the playing of Take Me Out to the Ball Game, and I can't help but be a little sentimental about it as this pitch misses inside. I remember being a kid, one of my first ball games ever away from Arlington Stadium, where the Rangers played. Nolan Ryan pitched there. Was at Wrigley Field, and I remember being with my mom and her arm around me as we sang Take Me Out to the Ball Game. I've done it my entire life with my oldest. And now I'm getting to call a baseball game as this one is popped into left. Ashworth comes in, makes the catch, and I'll finish that thought on the other side of the break as it's another scoreless frame.
Whacked away by the twin killer. Mustangs don't score. We're off to the 8th.
Numbness and tingling in the hand can make you lose your grip. Hi, I'm Dr. Nate Fogel. I'm an orthopedic surgeon and hand specialist here at Logan Health. Repetitive actions can lead to a condition called carpal tunnel. Left untreated, these symptoms can interfere with your daily life. Our fellowship-trained hand surgeons offer patient-specific care to help you regain control. Here's to getting a grip on life.
Welcome to Magoo & Company, a third-generation family-owned business nestled in the heart of downtown Whitefish. We offer a dazzling array of diamonds, ethically sourced Montana sapphires, and captivating custom designs that capture the essence of Montana's natural beauty. From jewelry design and appraisals to cleaning, repairs, and gemologist consulting, your satisfaction is our priority. Experience the magic of Magoo & Company and discover the perfect piece to celebrate life's special moments.
Welcome back. Another scoreless frame dealt by Aiden Elfring on what has been a tremendous outing for him. Tommy Rover will lead off in this pitcher's duel. David Hankins still on the mound on a beautiful Sunday in Billings, Montana. The pitch is in, and it's a ball. So I don't want to belabor this, but there are some thanks in order. As they played Take Me Out to the Ball Game, it just, you can't help but be sentimental about the role that baseball has played in all our lives. And if you're on a Sunday listening to the stream, baseball is a huge part of your life. Maybe you're a family member, as this ball is outside. Maybe you're just a diehard, but whoever you are, baseball has taken up a big chunk of your life, just as it has mine. And I'm so thankful for the chance to be in this booth calling a game. I didn't have to do great, just had to keep the ship on course until Scott comes back as this ball is smoked over there to Bowen, who throws across the diamond, and Rover's gone for an out. So just wanted to express my appreciation to, obviously, the voice of the Range Rider, Scott Gladstone, for giving me a chance to be the color guy last season, which was honestly the most fun I've ever had doing anything. It was such a good time. And now, put their faith in me to steward this thing for a few games, as this pitch is swung on by Ratfield and missed. It's very appreciated, and a lot of folks helping along the way, including Christian Bonda from HTN, who is helping me get all the technology up and running every day, so we make sure we have a stream free and live in the Go Range Riders app and on our YouTube channel, as that pitch is taken as a called strike. And then, of course, to just the Range Riders as a whole for giving me a shot in baseball and give me a chance to call a few games and live out a childhood dream. My friends were much better at video games than I was, and I remember they would play on the PlayStation, even as far back as the Super Nintendo, and I would call the game. It's really the last time I've called play-by-play. Did color last season, so this has been an absolute honor and something I will never forget and will always cherish. So thank you for all of those involved who set this opportunity up. 2 balls, 2 strikes into right field. Just misses to make the count go full.
Bases clear, Range Riders by a pair.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out to Donovan Ratfield, and he'll make his way over to first base with a walk.
Fans Drain Master as reliable plumbing services in Billings from licensed master plumbers who take pride in.
And that will bring to the plate Carson Horning. As Drew Collins will enter as a pinch runner. I will not tempt fate by changing anything in the scoring. I'm just going to pretend it's Ratfield over there on first. And I'll let Scott fix that when he's back. Confirmed Drew Collins on first. The PA announcer here is a very talented woman who sang the anthem from the booth the other day. As that pitch misses up and away to Horning. But they didn't have a live anthem singer on the field. And then I heard the singing that it was definitely a live anthem. I looked through the glass to my left, and there's the PA announcer singing the anthem. And I kid you not, as that one is taken for a ball, her name is Sarah Spangle, singing the Star-Spangled Banner. But sometimes, while you wear the headphones, her voice is a little muffled. So sometimes it's hard to hear sounds like you're in a train station. It's a little bit muffled while you're wearing the headphones, so it's hard to discern when there's a challenge, what the outcome is sometimes. But did an amazing job of singing the anthem. Very impressive as this count goes to 3-0. Healthy lead from Collins. Pinch running on first. That pitch is in there for a called strike. Hankins comes set, fires. Actually, just noticed, not Hankins. CJ Collier has entered the game. That's exciting news, so we can close the book on Hankins, and he gets a free out as a bonus, so I'll correct that. There's a jet landing above the rim rocks. Wow. Like a military jet. As that ball misses and at a much slower rate of speed, Horning will make his way to first base. Now there are 2 on with 1 out. See, that's what you get. I wanted to offer a bunch of thanks to people who have made a huge impact on my life and my start in the baseball world. I was so focused on not getting, a little emotional that I didn't notice that Collier had entered the game. But it's properly in the scorecard now. Collins on second. Horning on first. Jake All-American Millen at the plate. Chop at it. It's called a strike anyways.
Second, Long Beach with a 1-0 lead over Modesto, and playing until tonight, Yuba Sutter and Red Pocket Mobiles, 6:35.
Collier checks Collins at second. Long stare down. Darts his eyes to home plate and brings the pitch quickly, and it's a swing and a miss by Jake Millen.
Nothing Range Riders, top of the 8th inning. pressure with runners at first and second, one out as the ball gets loose from the Mustangs bullpen.
Coordinated effort there from the ball kids. Ball kid came out of the Range Riders dugout, fielded it, and tossed it over to the Mustangs dugout and caused no delay. As a double check of the runner at second, the pitch is home, and it's on the ground to first and ruled foul. I think it might have actually been, but man, that was close to going over the bag. Instead, it's just a foul ball. Count remains 0-2 to Jake Millen.
Two-way in college, although his senior season was primarily first base, pitched just one inning with Utah.
The pitch home is away for a ball.
1-2 on Millen.
Count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 aboard. J.D. McLaughlin with his 3rd bat of the day stands on deck. This one a natural wood color with a brown handle. This one chopped down to first. This one clearly foul. His most recent bat was a glistening all black bat, but it was broken. McLaughlin's. Collier with a little hop step before he fully comes set with the glove slightly below the belt as this one is chopped. Foul again. Another quality AB, talked about it yesterday. Jake Millen averages 4.7 pitches per AB. He leads the team in quality ABs at 64% of his plate appearances. This another with all these foul balls. This one misses high and away. Now the count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 Range Riders on the bases.
You're the man at the plate. Played in 33 games in a Glacier uniform.
The pitch is in, and it is high in the air to right center field. Jimerson drifts over. Collins standing on second base, tags, and he'll be on the move. Also Horning tagged, and he gets in there just in time, and both runners move over on the long fly ball from Millen. Now there are 2 in scoring position with 2 outs.
McLaughlin 0 for 3 today. As runners at second and third as Dennis Rasmussen, Mustangs pitching coach, will come out. Have a talk with CJ.
And J.D. McLaughlin will wait a while. As Dennis Rasmussen takes the tiniest steps I've ever seen from a human of that stature. He's a big guy. Doesn't list his height on here, but he's a big dude who takes very tiny, very slow steps as he makes his way out for a mound visit. I think that should count against your total time, because umpires will make their way out to the mound eventually after a certain amount of time. But I think the walk should count toward that countdown, because I've just never seen a slower one than Dennis Rasmussen's.
Last night between these two squads, each team had 8 runs by the time the 5th inning came to an end, so much different feel on this Sunday afternoon.
Now we finally get to the McLaughlin at bat, who stands in with his 3rd bat of the day and sees ball.
Second and third, 2 outs in the inning. Mustangs trail by a pair. In the air center field.
This one over to Jimerson, and he will casually make the catch. So the Range Riders threaten, but don't get anyone across. And we'll go to the bottom of the inning. 2 runs for your Range Riders, 0 for the Billings Mustangs.
This is Billings Mustangs baseball.
Welcome back. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning here at Dealer Park in Billings, Montana on an absolutely beautiful day as Kyle Miklas swings and misses at the first pitch he sees from Aiden Elfring, who is still in the game. He's allowed 3 hits through 7 completed innings. This one, well struck ball to left. Ashworth is back. He looks up. It goes off the sign on the wall, and it'll be a stand-up double to lead off the inning for Kyle Miklas. So a leadoff double. Never your favorite thing to see, especially in a tight ball game with a pitcher trying to work through his 8th inning. 89 pitches so far by my count. Miklas on second. The pitch is home and lashed into left to Ashworth, who will field it, and Miklas will come around to score on the RBI single from McHenry. So the gap narrows. Glacier 1, or Glacier 2, Billings 1. A meeting between Donovan Ratfield and Aiden Elfring. And AJ Shaver steps into the game to pinch run. Of course, he sliced his hand open on a collision with Jonah Giblin at home plate the other night. As Bodie Wright steps to the plate with the very speedy AJ Shaver over on first base, wearing the oven mitt to protect that damaged hand that's kept him out of the lineup, but not off the bases. This is the second time he's pinch run since being injured. Gets a pickoff attempt, not going to be in time. Activity in the Range Riders bullpen. Can't really see who it is through the huge net. Elfring comes set. Pitch is on its way, exploded back. That makes its way all the way to shortstop. The ball eventually makes its way all the way to Ashworth. And Shaver makes his way all the way to third. So now runners are on the corners on an absolutely exploded bat single. So that'll do it for Aiden Elfring, who had one heck of a performance today. Does not record an out in this 8th inning, and will leave the game after surrendering just 1 run, but responsible for AJ Shaver on third and Bodie Wright on first. So quick update. Really more of an eventual update. As I make the adjustments on the scorecard, it'll be Alex Bustamante who enters the game. In a tough spot, Range Riders leading by 1. Nobody out, runners on the corners. Alex Bustamante has been solid 3.97 ERA and 9 appearances. 9 innings pitched exactly, which means he's allowed exactly 3 earned runs. He struck out 19 and walked 7. The batter's hitting just .097 against. So the numbers would indicate if he's able to keep it over the plate, he just might get the Range Riders out of this jam here in the bottom of the 8th. It's a tall task, and he will face the top of the lineup. As Cameron Bowen steps up in this pressurized situation. Bustamante comes set with the glove at the chest. Runner goes, pitches inside, throw to second. Pretty good throw, but not in time. Shaver stays at third. Pitch was the ball. So now, 1 ball, no strikes, 2 runners in scoring position, and nobody out for Bustamante, who misses inside. Count goes to 2-0. Carson Garner right on the edge of the grass over there at third. The pitch swung on and missed by Cameron Bowen. Beautiful pitch. Dropped in there at 86 miles an hour. And Bowen swung out of shoes trying to get it. Those shoes happen to be red, maybe the only solid red cleats I've noticed on this Billings Mustangs lineup. That pitch looked pretty good. He doesn't get it, and he'll challenge. It's not an outcome-determining pitch, but in this jam, it's overturned to a strike as Sarah Spangle elucidates the crowd. The count changes to 2 balls, 2 strikes on a challenge that didn't determine an outcome, but let's see if it was the right call. Hard to tell in the moment, unless it depends on how this pitch goes. And it swung on and missed for strike 3, and now there's 1 out. And in hindsight, turns out that challenge was the right one, as Bowen goes down swinging on the very next pitch. That'll bring to the plate the very dangerous Charlie Muniz. Not catching today, he's the DH. 0 for 3 thus far. Red sleeve on the right arm. Red armor on the left. As he watches a ball that's challenged. And it is confirmed a ball. That was perhaps a little bit of an aggressive challenge there. I know you're in a jam, and it would be beneficial to get ahead in the count. But it's a ball. This one on the ground and through into left field. Shaver comes around to score. The throw to the plate from Ashworth is not in time. And 2 runs cross. And the Billings Mustangs take the lead on a 1-out single by Charlie Muniz. So it'll be Muniz on first. That's really, they had the 2 fastest base runners for the Mustangs on base, with Shaver on third and Bodie Wright on second. So that throw would have to have been incredible. And this pitch is mashed into right center field. And it's caught against the wall by Fernandez. I thought I was about to call a crushingly disappointing home run because he didn't look panicked at all. He was drifting back like, this is gone. But instead, he makes the catch. Solid play by Fernandez, ranging all the way over
3-2, bottom of the 8th inning.
for what is a long out.
Down to Myers Jimerson.
That one in there for a strike. So now 2 gone.
Looking ahead to the top of the 9th inning, the Range Riders will have their 8, 9, and 1 hitters.
Muniz on first. Demyas Jimerson at the plate.
The 0-1 to Jimerson.
Swung on and missed.
Miss 0-2. Carlos Anziani is
Tell you what,
warming up in the Archie
on about
Catherine Ford
4 out of the 6 days here, the wind has been blowing straight out to that part of the ballpark. Tonight, today, no breeze. So that one in favor of the Range Riders there. The pitch is in, and it's popped up. Logan Beard drifting back. He waves everyone off, and he makes the catch, and the Range Riders stay within striking distance. The Mustangs do take the lead with 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning. We'll be back to see if the Range Riders can answer. Welcome back to Dealer Park in Billings, Montana. As for the first time we come back from break with the Range Riders trailing the Mustangs. A lot of zeros on that board all the way up until the 8th, where the Billings Mustangs were able to plate 3, which is 1 more than the Range Riders have. It's 3-2. And now it'll be an uphill battle for Carson Garner. He takes ball 1 from Carlos Anziani, and his 2.12 ERA and 8 appearances, 17 innings of work, 18 strikeouts to 9 walks, batters hitting .258 against. That one misses low and away. But you're gonna need some magic of your own in this Magic City finale. 2 balls, no strikes to Carson Garner. Logan Beard waits on deck. That pitch looked pretty good. It's called a ball. Fans don't like it. Either way, it's 3-0 to Carson Garner. Anziani comes set. Misses badly inside, and the leadoff batter draws a walk. Love to see it when you're in this position. So Carson Garner over at first base, never had to take that shiny black bat off his shoulder. And the leadoff runner is on in this critical situation for the Range Riders. These 2 teams comically evenly matched. There's only 1 run difference between them across the entire series so far. Logan Beard bluffs a bunt. It's called a strike. Anziani with a half-hearted check of first. Comes set just above the belt. Kicks and fires, swung on and missed by Logan Beard. The count goes to 0-2 with Fernandez on deck.
It's 17 innings pitched this year. 0-2.
This one popped foul by Logan Beard. Fernandez speed may not, it depends on how this goes, but if he does reach, he's essentially only as fast as Carson Garner, because that's who's ahead of him on the base pads.
They're getting no decision for his efforts as the Mustangs managed to come back.
The pitch to Beard. Taken for a ball away.
Well, Aiden Elfering on the other side.
Go get him, 5-6. Go get him, Carlos.
Fantastic through the first 7 innings. Now he finds himself in line to potentially
1 ball, 2 strikes. Garner leads from first. Anziani set above the waist.
Anziani's 1-2.
The pitch, well off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. As Logan Beard never leaves the box, assumes his stance, and the pitch fouled off right off the mask of the umpire, who caught it mid-flight. Hit his mask, it popped off, his hat popped off. He managed to catch the mask, unable to save the hat as it made its way all the way to the dirt. But the catcher will take a few steps ahead of home plate and give him a little bit of time to regroup. He also gets a couple of fresh baseballs from the bat kid. He does his part. The mask is back on, and Logan Beard is back in the batter's box. Huge pitch to Logan Beard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Garner on first. The pitch taken high to run the count full. Logan Beard looks totally nonplussed. He's completely casual, at ease in the batter's box, facing this full count, nobody out, runner on first pitch. Swung on and fouled back. We'll do the payoff pitch again. As Anziani checks first, briefly, comes set, fires home. Swung on and down the right field line. It's going to get out of play. Clears the berm, bounces off the concrete, and hits the top of the snow cone truck. I've seen it in play all week. Finally saw it got hit. We'll do it again. Carson Garner off of first. The 3-2 pitch to Logan Beard. He fouls this one off as he works to stay alive in this critical at-bat. You hope Anziani gets frustrated with the inability to punch him out. He gives him something right over the heart of the plate. That's the best case scenario. But we'll find out. 3-2 pitch is on its way. That one misses inside, and now there are 2 aboard. As Logan Beard stayed alive pitch after pitch. Finally got a ball inside, and he works his way down to first, and now there are 2 on for the speedy Alex Fernandez. This is a situation where you think about maybe the sacrifice bunt, but he's a guy who, even if you go with the sacrifice to move the runners over, might beat the throw, depending on how good the placement of the bunt is. We'll see what the decision is on this pitch. He does lay down the bunt, but it dribbles straight down on home plate, so it's a strike. Did go with the drag bunt method. He's just going to lean out of the batter's box, get sort of a head start down the line. The 0-1 pitch with Garner on second, Beard on first. The bunt is down the line, and it's going to be trouble. He's very quick. It's fielded and thrown, and he's safe. No, they called him out at first, but he does move the runners over. I thought he got there. I jumped the call. But it is a successful sack bunt. And Garner moves to third and Beard moves to second. It was a really good bunt.
Pointing to the home plate umpire, Larry Pfister, asking for the call to be made by a second official.
Soper made the throw over there, and it was a good one. I'd have to look at a replay to see if he was safe, but man.
We're going to have pitching change. Couple of walks, then the sack bunt. Tanziani.
It looked like he was there, and the throw might have pulled Naylor off the bag. There's some displeasure from the Range Riders dugout. And from their booth. As I thought he beat the throw, but ultimately his job was to move the runners over, and Fernandez did that. Now we have a pitching change, as it looks like number 46 will replace number 56. '46 was the recent roster addition, Lucas Hartman. I believe Lucas Hartman is the son of Joel Hartman, who is the hitting coach for the Billings Mustangs. See if I have any stats for Hartman. It's a tiny sample size. One appearance, one inning of work. Allowed 2 runs in that, which led to a balloon DRA that I'm not even going to read because it's not relevant, with just 1 inning of work. But Hartman is in the game in a pressure-packed situation. Kyle Ashworth set to come to the plate. With Logan Beard on second, who worked an impressive walk after fouling off several pitches. And Carson Garner on third, who walked a much easier walk on 4 straight pitches to start the inning. The first pitch from Hartman swung on a pop foul. It's a critical game as the Range Riders try to even up the series. 2 exceptionally evenly matched teams, separated by just 1 total run across these 6 games. As Ashworth takes a called strike.
Excellent college numbers. Lucas Hartman wrapped up his collegiate career earlier this spring at Virginia.
0-2 count to Kyle Ashworth with 2 on and 1 out. Hartman comes set with the glove to the chest. He fires outside for ball 1. Ashworth, in his usual routine, points the bat to right center field, then grips the bat, hands just above the shoulders. The pitch is in, and it's a high and away pitch that's popped. High and away, foul. Wind has shifted direction now, blowing right to left, but not a strong breeze. Flags just wafting as Hartman comes set, hugs the glove against his chest, fires the pitch, and it's a strikeout. Swing and miss by Ashworth. And the Range Riders are down to their final out. It'll be Tommy Rover being intentionally walked.
All of the bases, forced now at every base. And instead it will be the catcher.
So the bases will be loaded. And this is, it looks like Todd Pratt is going to bring Edric Felix in to run for somebody. Not sure who yet. He will make his way over to first base, where he will stand in for, nope. He just went over there to greet Tommy Rover. He will actually replace, which makes a heck of a lot more sense, Logan Beard at second, as he assumes the role of potential go-ahead run on second. And now it will be Donovan Ratfield, the gritty, gutsy catcher who has swung an exceptionally hot bat for the Range Riders, but today has grounded out, lined out, and lined out. Drew a walk in a most recent plate appearance, but this would be a good time to rekindle that heat. The pitch is low and away for a ball. Coming into the day, Donovan Ratfield's batting average had climbed from 420 yesterday all the way up to 440 today, slugging .613, .527 on base percentage. If he's able to walk himself aboard, we got a tie ball game here. So he'll take it any way he can get it, and he watches a strike. A casual Sunday crowd, as enlivened as we've heard them all day with that pitch in this pressure-packed moment at Dealer Park. Ratfield takes a beautiful breaking ball at 79 miles an hour. It just drops in to catch the top of the zone for a strike. And now the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bases full of Range Riders, 2 outs. Hartman on the mound, Ratfield at the plate. The pitch, swung on and looped into right field. It looks like Gutierrez will have a play on it. He does, and that is a disappointing conclusion to this series. As Ratfield flies out to right field with the bases loaded. Range Riders go down 3-2 to the Billings Mustangs, who stage a late comeback. We'll be back after the break. Thinking about where to host your next office event? Book the indoor event space at Glacier Bank Park. With a capacity up to 145 people, our indoor event space is a flexible, year-round venue ideal for accommodating receptions, conferences, and holiday parties. The spacious layout boasts impressive stadium and mountain views, providing the perfect setting for guests to mingle, network, and celebrate. Book your office party today at glacierbankpark.com.
When injuries occur, it can feel like your goals are out of reach. I'm Dr. Karen Purser, an orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist at Logan Health. If you injure a joint, muscle, or bone, our orthopedics and sports medicine specialists are here to help. Our highly specialized surgeons, clinicians, and physical therapists offer innovative treatments and the latest minimally invasive procedures to help you recover and return to activity faster and stronger so that you can reach your goal.
Welcome to Magoo & Company, a third-generation family-owned business nestled in the heart of downtown Whitefish. We offer a dazzling array of diamonds, ethically sourced Montana sapphires, and captivating custom designs that capture the essence of Montana's natural beauty. From jewelry design and appraisals to cleaning, repairs, and gemologist consulting, your satisfaction is our priority. Experience the magic of Magoo & Company and discover the perfect piece to celebrate life's special moments.
Welcome back to Dealer Park, where the Billings Mustangs have just narrowly defeated the Glacier Range Riders. 3 runs to 2. All 3 of those runs coming in the bottom of the 8th inning, as Adam Elfring was trying to work his way through 8 innings. He did make it through 7 scoreless, but ultimately will be the losing pitcher in the contest, which seems drastically unfair. Pitched so well. And what baseball is a mean sport. As he will get the L on this day. The Range Riders were so close to getting out of Billings with a series split for the day at the plate. Alex Fernandez continued to be a menace. 2 hits, scored twice, drew a walk. Probably the top offensive performer for the Range Riders. Also made a solid catch deep in right center field late in this ball game. Kyle Ashworth, 1 for 4. Jake Millen, 1 for 3. And Carson Garner, 1 for 2 with 2 walks. That's all the hits, as it was certainly a pitcher's duel here at Dealer Park. Final line for Elfring. 7 innings pitched, 6 hits allowed, 3 earned, 4 Ks. A really solid outing. It's just frustrating that will go down as an L. Alex Bustamante came into the game and did his job. 1 inning of scoreless relief, which kept it close. The Range Riders, it looked like we might get some magic as the kids run the bases here. The bases that were just a few moments ago full of Range Riders. Unfortunately, Donovan Ratfield, who has been clearly the hottest bat in the lineup, flied out to right. Everything was set up for some magic in the Magic City, but it doesn't come to fruition. We'll take a quick look around the league for the other scores. A football game at Ogden as it's 14-7 Raptors over the Voyagers. Idaho Falls had a lead. It's gone. Boise Hawks lead 3-2. So it doesn't look like those Idaho Falls Chuckers will be doing the Range Riders any favors. Oakland is all over Missoula, but it's pretty early. It's the top of the 4th, 10-2 over the Paddleheads. The Modesto Roadsters playing another close game with the Long Beach Coast, but so far they haven't won very many of those. It's 3-2 in the bottom of the 4th, and Red Pocket takes on Yuba Sutter tonight, 6:35 Pacific. So that about rounds it out from here. It was it was such a close series that the Range Riders actually, I believe, math is not my forte, but I believe they outscored the Billings Mustangs by 1 run across these 6 games. But they could have used 2 more today to get the victory. And it's a really tough loss, just a brutal loss. It played so well, had been in command, and it just got away from them late. But as you look out at kids run the bases, you're reminded of what this is all about in the first place. It's about the sport itself, not the individual wins and losses. And I'm super thankful for the opportunity to have been a little part of it as we make this ride together. Scott Gladstone will be back in the booth and on the call Tuesday as the Range Riders head to Great Falls for 3 games before returning home to face the Missoula Paddleheads. So we'll see how the momentum, where it stands at that point, based on how that series with Great Falls goes and how the first game with the Missoula Paddleheads goes on that Friday. That Sunday, of course, Father's Day. Dads are on the bases. We've got an awesome anthem. I don't want to spill the beans on who it is, but it's going to be a super cool anthem. Father and 2 sons to perform the anthem on Father's Day. Going to be exciting. Of course, all Sundays are family days at Glacier Bank Park. One of the best scenes in the Pioneer League on any given Sunday. This one was not bad. More tame crowd than usual in Billings. But for the last time, I'm Patrick Kelly. Thank you for letting me steward this thing until Scott's return. The next voice you'll hear on a Range Riders broadcast will be Scott Gladstone. So for the last time, thanks for playing along.
We'll talk again Tuesday night from Missoula when the Mustangs take on the Paddleheads for the first time this year. Final score 1.
Need a space that offers both a place to dine and an area to mingle in style? Book the Hideaway and Corner Suite at Glacier Bank Park. You and up to 50 guests will enjoy full catering services in the Hideaway, and incredible mountain views and comfortable furnishings in the luxury corner suite. This versatile combination offers a space to dine and a place to relax, creating the perfect arrangement for guests looking to mingle, network, and celebrate. Book your office party today at glacierbankpark.com.
Numbness and tingling in the hand can make you lose your grip. Hi, I'm Dr. Nate Fogel. I'm an orthopedic surgeon and hand specialist here at Logan Health. Repetitive actions can lead to a condition called carpal tunnel. Left untreated, these symptoms can interfere with your daily life. Our fellowship-trained hand surgeons offer patient-specific care to help you regain control. Here's to getting a grip on life.